Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and Restless preview. The twist that will leave Sharon fuming and, spoiler, completely unmoored. Just when we thought Sharon was coping brilliantly with the traumatic ordeal she's been through, comes a young and restless twist that will be so totally triggering that it leaves someone else completely unmoored in the aftermath. Sharon and Nick had, by all accounts, a wonderful trip overseas to visit Noah in London. Of course, we can't be sure because we didn't catch even a glimpse of it, but we're guessing that the corporate barista felt it brought her and her ex closer to a reunion. Reconciliation with Nick has been on the blonde's mind for a while now. Even drugged out of her mind on PCP, hallucinatory hugs and smooches were top of mind. We haven't seen them together since their return from London, but Nick has been busy. His first order of business? Teasing his inquisitive sister Victoria with a yarn about him and Sharon eloping overseas. Spoiler alert, next on Nick's agenda is running to the rescue of his other ex-wife, Phyllis. He'll be beyond irritated when he learns that Billy has fired Phyllis whilst she's in such a delicate state. This might be as emotionally compromised as we've ever seen her, and we'll decide that the remedy for her rambling is to drive her out to the overlook for some fresh air. What comes next is a twist that will leave the complicated Sharon-Nick-Phyllis dynamic forever changed all over again. You see, at the park overlook, Nick gives Phyllis a shoulder to lean on quite literally. Cue Sharon, who has high hopes of a reconciliation with said hero, appearing just in time to witness the coveted ex-husband in what appears to be a clinch with her rival-turned-friend, Phyllis. As you can see from the spoiler pics, Sharon is none too pleased about Phyllis seemingly making a play for their mutual ex. This young and restless twist not only teases a rekindled romance for Fic, but could reignite a rivalry and end Sharon and Phyllis's fragile friendship all in one fell swoop. If Sharon reacts as we think she will, Phyllis will be blindsided, given for once she wasn't doing anything wrong, and left completely unmoored. Not only has she lost her job and Billy's support, but her daughter's gone, her son is keeping her at arm's length, and now she'll have lost Sharon as well. Perhaps it's a very good thing that Phyllis's long-distance bestie, Amanda Sinclair, will return to Genoa City in this very episode. Perfect timing indeed. Just when it seemed like Sharon Rosales had found her balance, blending professional success, personal peace, and a sense of closure with past loves, the young and the restless is set to upend everything. And we mean everything. A shocking twist is brewing in Genoa City that not only has Sharon seeing red, but will send a yet-to-be-revealed fan-favorite character. Let's just call them spoiler for now, spiraling into emotional chaos. In a move that feels as inevitable as it is brutal, Y&R writers are ripping open old wounds, challenging relationships we thought were stable, and setting up a summer of consequences none of the characters will see coming. This isn't just your usual romantic shakeup. This is character demolition at its finest or worst, depending on whose side you're on. Let's dive into what's about to explode, and why Sharon is at the center of the storm. Act 1. The calm before the chaos. In recent months, Sharon has emerged as a rare pillar of stability in Genoa City. After years of heartbreak, mental health struggles, and navigating everything from corporate drama to custody battles, she has reinvented herself as a successful therapist, a businesswoman, and a fiercely independent woman. Fans have loved watching her evolution. Sharon Case's layered performance has brought humanity to a role that once leaned heavily on melodrama. Now, she's the voice of reason, the moral compass, the one you root for when others fall apart. So naturally, the writers are about to light a match to all of that. Because in soap world, no character is allowed to stay sane, stable, and successful for too long. Act 2. Enter the catalyst. We can confirm, the twist involves a familiar face returning to Genoa City with secrets to burn, and a past with Sharon that could set her world on fire. Our sources hint at a male character whose romantic past with Sharon is murky, unresolved, and, depending on who you ask, tragically unfinished. Some fans are speculating a recast Dylan, Steve Burton, while others whisper about a shocking pivot involving Adam, again. But the strongest rumor points toward an even more explosive name, Ray. Yes, Ray Rosales, long believed to be dead after that tragic car accident, may not be as dead as everyone thought. Or, at least, not in the traditional sense. There's growing buzz that Sharon will discover Ray kept secrets from her and possibly faked or staged his own death under duress. And that revelation? It will leave Sharon absolutely fuming. Act 3. Love, Lies, and Loyalty. Whether it's Ray or another significant ghost from her past, one thing's certain. Sharon's hard-won peace is about to be shattered. Imagine rebuilding your life only to realize the foundation was a lie. That the man you mourned, the grief you swallowed, the love you buried, all of it was a manipulated narrative. For Sharon, it's not just the return that hurts. It's what the return means. Why he left. Who helped him and who knew. There's chatter that Nick might be caught in the crosshairs. That he knew more than he let on about Ray's situation. If so, that betrayal could fracture one of the most sacred friendships in the show's modern era. And then there's the real wild card. Spoiler. Act 4. The spoiler who breaks. We've danced around the identity long enough. While CBS remains tight-lipped, insiders say the spoiler who will be completely unmoored is none other than Faith Newman. Sharon's daughter, long considered the moral center of the next Newman generation, is about to be blindsided by her mother's spiral and the complicated truth behind a man she came to see as family. Faith has always idolized Sharon. Despite the usual generational tension, their bond has been resilient. But this twist cuts deeper. We're hearing that Faith will discover Sharon withheld something from her, possibly even about Ray's supposed death, and that revelation causes her to question everything. Her faith in her mother. Her trust in her family. Her identity. One insider teases, this isn't just a plot device for Faith. This is her breaking point. We may see her make decisions that feel completely out of character, or maybe they're just who she's becoming. Act 5. The fallout across Genoa City. The ripple effects of this twist will be far-reaching. Nick, if he's complicit, his credibility as the good guy Newman will take a hit. It also reopens old wounds between him and Sharon, and possibly reignites that infamous Sharon-Phyllis-Nick triangle. Adam. Always lurking, always a wild card. Adam's reaction to Sharon's vulnerability could draw him back into her orbit, or push him further into the dangerous arms of someone new. Mariah and Tessa. With Faith unmoored, look for these two to step in as emotional anchors, or, if the writers are feeling cruel, find themselves swept into the drama, especially as Mariah's protectiveness over her sister intensifies. Victor, because let's be real, if anyone knew anything about a fake death, it's Victor Newman. Could he have orchestrated it to protect someone? To manipulate outcomes? To maintain order? There's never smoke without Victor-shaped fire. Act 6. Sharon fights back. Don't expect Sharon to roll over and cry her way through this. If anything, this twist is designed to reignite the fire fans have been craving. Gone is the serene therapist sipping tea and solving other people's problems. In her place, a woman scorched by betrayal, rage, and the need for truth. We're hearing Sharon will confront not only the man who hurt her, whether Ray or another past flame, but also herself. Her choices, her instincts, her passivity. She's going to stop playing nice, a production insider tells us. This is Sharon's reckoning moment. Think courtroom drama. Think public confrontations. Think unapologetic rage. The twist won't just hurt her. It will wake her up. Act 7. Rebuilding from ruin. Of course, this being the young and the restless, nothing stays broken forever. The fun lies in how the characters claw their way back, or who refuses to. For Sharon, the journey ahead won't just be about piecing together the truth. It will be about re-establishing trust with her daughters, with her friends, and maybe even with herself. Expect intense mother-daughter scenes with Faith, difficult conversations with Mariah, and possibly some surprisingly tender interactions with Adam. There's a world where Sharon turns to him again, not out of romance, but because he understands what it means to live in the shadow of your worst decisions. Meanwhile, the Newman family is likely to fracture under the weight of this twist. If Victor played any role, Nikki's going to be livid. And if Faith seeks answers from her grandfather and doesn't like what she hears, let's just say the next generation of Newmans may finally turn on their legacy. Act 8. Fan reactions and what's next. Already, fan speculation is running wild online. Message boards are buzzing with theories. It has to be Ray. There's no one else who could hurt Sharon like that. I think it's Dylan, and he was in witness protection the whole time. Maybe Sharon faked his death to protect Faith from something awful? What if the twist isn't a return, but that Sharon caused it all? No matter how the story plays out, one thing is clear. This is a turning point. A plot with real emotional stakes. A betrayal that can't be undone. A fire lit under a character who, for too long, played it safe. Final thoughts. Sharon's reckoning is everyone's reckoning. Every few years, the young and the restless chooses a core character to break down and build back up. We've seen it with Victoria, with Chelsea, with Abby. And now, it's Sharon's turn again, but this time, with a deeper bite. The twist coming will leave Sharon fuming. Faith will question everything. Nick and Adam may be drawn into yet another war for her loyalty or her forgiveness. And fans will get the front row seat they've been begging for. It's raw. It's risky. And if done right, it could be one of the most powerful arcs of 2025. Whatever lies ahead, Genoa City is about to be shaken. And Sharon? She's about to remind everyone why you never underestimate a woman who's survived everything and still gets back up.